सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। Hari Om. We are going to start today with a very interesting shloka. Last session we were seeing the classification of samasa. Now this is a very interesting shloka because this has all the important types of samasa mentioned, but it is not just for that. Let us see the verse, then I will explain. Generally, no, we have certain verse where something is summarized like this, no, which gives the in concise to remember something. All the names are put in a shloka. This is not just that kind of shloka. There is something more to it. Let us read. I will chant. Meter is little different, but we will chant it in normal meter. Repeat after me. Dvandvosmi dvigushchaham गृहे मे चाव्ययी भावः तत्पुरुष कर्म धारय येनाहं स्याम बहुव्रीहिः। टुगेदर द्वन्द्वोऽस्मि द्विगुश्चाहं गृहे मे चाव्ययी भावः तत्पुरुष कर्म धारय येनाहं स्याम बहुव्रीहिः। Little different meter, 8-9 like that it goes, but looking at it for the first time we just feel that this is giving the summary of types of samasa. Dvandva samasa, remember we saw last session Dvandva samasa. Dvigu, one of the types of tatpurush samasa which includes numerals. Avyayi bhavaha, one first type of samasa, avyayi bhava. Tatpurusha samasa. Karmadharaya, another subcategory of tatpurush samasa, which we said is very important. And bahuvrihi, this is, so actually four types of samasas are there, no? Kevala samasa and vishesha samasa, fine. But under vishesha samasa, four main types are there. Avyayi bhava samasa, tatpurusha samasa, dvandva samasa and bahuvrihi samasa. All four are mentioned. And within Tatpurusha also two of the most important subcategories, Dvigu and Karmadharaya, that is also mentioned. Right? So, looking at it we feel that okay, this verse is doing that. But that verse is not meant for that. It is actually conversation between a house owner and a house help. So, house owner is trying to get some house help. House help means maid, etc. who works, no, for house. He is trying to recruit a house help, and to that house help the house owner is talking. What is he saying? See carefully, okay? Me grihe, me mama, my grihe, in the house, in my house, me grihe dvandvaha asmi, I am two. In my house I am two, means in my house we are two people, me and my wife. Okay? In my house we are 2 people. Aham dviguhu cha, and I also have 2 bulls. Dviguhu. Dviguhu is 2 bulls. I also have 2 bulls. In my house. Must be farmer. So bulls are required for farming, no? So in my house, I am 2 people. Means we are 2 people in our house and we have 2 bulls. So he is telling how much will be the work. You understand? That is number 1. Then avyayi bhavaha cha, and I am avyayi bhava. What is the meaning of avyayi bhava? Number 1, I am never short of supplies. Avyaya bhava. Never short of supplies means you will have enough money, you will get enough pay, don't worry about it. Or another meaning is avyayi bhava. I have a very, never spend much. Vyaya means to spend. Avyaya means not spending much. Avyayi bhava means I don't have habit of spending much. Means I do not party much. Means you will have less work. House help. Okay? If the house owner throws parties etc. all the time, they will have, because more outside people will come and so many things will be there. So he is telling avyayi bhavaha cha. Okay? So tat purusha, hey, tat means that man. Oh, that man. This is tat purusha is in sambodhana if you see carefully. Karma dharaya. Please take up my work. Karma means work. Dharaya means you take up. Tat purusha, oh great person, please take up my work. Why? Yena aham bahuvrihi syam. Bahuvrihi syam. Yena, by which aham, I, syam, will become bahuvrihi. Vrihi means barley or corn. Corns, crops, barley, that is called as vrihi. Bahuvrihi means one who has lot of crops. Means I will become wealthy. Why? If you take up my household work, I can focus on outside and I can become wealthy. See the richness of the language. The same verse is also telling us what are the important types of samasa, and it is told in such a way that there is a proper meaning to the entire verse. This is brilliance. See, dvandvosmi, I am 2. I am 2 means I and my wife. Dvigushchaham, I also have 2 bulls. Me gruhe, in my house. Avyayi bhavaha. One meaning of avyayi bhava is I am never short of supplies. Means I have, by God's grace, I have enough to fulfill. Or second, I don't have habit of spending much, so I don't party. Tat purusha, oh great person, karma dharaya, please take up my work. Yena aham syam, that by which I will become bahuvrihi. I will have enough crops, enough barley, more than what is required, and I will make profit. Okay? That is Sanskrit language for you. Let us chant the shloka again and we will enter into the text. Dvandvosmi dvigushchaham grihe me chavyayi bhavaha tatpurusha karma dharaya yenaham syam bahuvrihi. Okay? Interesting verse. This is nicely conveyed. Now let us go forward. Let us do a quick recap of the introduction of samasa that we have seen so far. First we saw samasa is a compound. Compound is made up of 2 or more words combining together to form one word. And when that one word is formed, that is called as samasta pada, compound word. To explain this samasta pada, vigraha is required. Vigraha is an explanation. So you need to separate out the words and you need to explain in what relation, in what connection they have been joined together. Then we saw that this vigraha is not just required for samasa, but vigraha is required for all vrittis. And what is vritti? Vritti is where a word is joined with another word or a word is joined with pratyaya. Krit, taddita, samasa, ekashesha, sanadyanta. 5 types of vritti. right? And for all of them, Vigraha Vakya is required. An explanatory sentence is required. Then we came to Samasa Vigraha Vakya. Vigraha Vakya for Samasa. And we said it can be classified in two ways. In each one there are two types. One is called as Swapada Vigraha, Aswapada Vigraha. Explanation is done using the same words as in Samastapada. That is called Swapada Vigraha. Aswapada Vigraha means you use some other words also to explain, which are not in Samastapada but which are necessary to give them meaning. That's called Aswapada Vigraha. Right? Upakrishnam, Krishnasya Samipam. The word Samipa is not there in Samastapada, but Upa is there, which conveys the meaning. So for explanation, you have to use some other words. Another way of classification of Vigraha Vakya is Laukika Samasa, Laukika Vigraha and Alaukika Vigraha. Laukika Vigraha means normal, in transactional, worldly way what we use Vibhakti Pratyayas. Alaukika is grammatical sentence. Grammatical sentence means what? It uses supratyas. Su, aujas, auchas. It directly puts those pratyas. That is called as Alaukika Vigraha. We said we are going to use Laukika Vigraha only. Right. Then we also saw purpose of samasa, why samasa is required, different things we saw, and conditions required for samasa also, that also we saw, right? It should happen between two nouns, and then the two nouns should have connection with each other, correct? That is also very important. Generally it does not happen between verbs, right? Generally it does not happen between many words, at a time only two. Some exceptions are there, but generally it happens between two nouns, and those two nouns should be connected to each other also. One noun is connected to some other word, another noun is connected to some other word, and you want to do samasa of that. That is not allowed. We saw also one example, isn't it? Putraha chorasya dhavati. Nrupasya darshane sati putraha chorasya dhavati. That nrupasya putraha cannot become samasa. Chorasya putraha can become samasa. So why samasa is required? We saw for brevity, for beauty, for maintaining the meter, and to give different meanings from the same word. All that we saw. We also saw example of Vigraha Vakya, how the Vigraha Vakya happens, etc. Agajanana Padmarkam, using that example. Then in the last class, we saw general rules for samasa. When you are making a compound, what are the general rules? Number one, all the vibhaktis of the individual Purvapada and Uttarapada needs to be dropped. First and second word, former and latter word, their vibhakti pratyas are dropped. Then the word is formed, one vibhakti pratyaya is added at the end. The relevant, according to the linga, vachana and vibhakti, etc., it is added. Then we saw that while combining the pratipadikas, when you remove the vibhakti pratyas, what remains is pratipadika. Now when you are adding those two pratipadikas, if there is a possibility of sandhi, then sandhi must be done. So it is nitya sandhi. We saw example deva, one pratipadika, ichha, another pratipadika, devecha. Va plus e should become a. You can't write them separately, deva ichha. No. Devecha. If sandhi is possible, then it must be done. Nitya sandhi. And last point we saw, there can be some other possible modifications which need to happen. Mostly towards the end of that samastapada, sometimes halanta shabda will become akaranta or ikaranta, etc. All that examples we have seen, that's okay, that much is sufficient. So these are the general rules for making samasa. Then we saw classification of samasa is on what basis? On what basis samasa is decided? Which samasa is to be used? How the words are to be combined? It is based on what? So we said it is based on pradhanyatva. Which of the two words is primary? And how do you decide what is primary? Kriya anvitatvam pradhanyam. Pradhanya is decided by what is directly connected to verb. Which of the two words has direct connection with the verb, that word is primary, that word is more important. Now considering and understanding that there can be only two words in a samasa, using this there can be four types of samasa. First one is Kevala Samasa, which doesn't follow a particular rule, they are just there by default. But in Vishesha Samasa, based on this Pradhanyatva, 4 options are there, and those are called as 4 important types of Samasa. Avyayi Bhava, Tatpurusha, Dvandva and Bahuvrihi. What is Avyayi Bhava Samasa? Prayena, generally, Purva Padartha Pradhana. When the Purva Pada is primary, means first word has direct connection with verb. If the second word has direct connection with the verb, Prayena Uttara Padartha Pradhanaha Tatpurusha, then that Samasa is called as Tatpurusha Samasa. If both words are equally important and therefore primary, both of them are connected to the verb, then it is called as Dvandva. Ubhaya Padartha Pradhanaha Dvandva. Ubhaya Padartha Pradhana. Now, if there are more than 2 words in a samasa, that will only happen in Dvandva, and all words will have equal importance, equal primariness, therefore they will be joined in Dvandva Samasa. And if there is neither of the 2 which is primary, which is directly connected to the verb, but some other word is connected to the verb which is indicated by these 2 words, then that Anya Padartha Pradhana, Anya means other, that Anya Padartha Pradhana Samasa is called as Bahuvrihi. Clear? Avyayi Bhava Samasa is called as Avyayi Bhava Samasa because there is Avyaya involved. Either the resultant Samasta Pada will be Avyaya, or Avyaya will be used as one of the, as the Purva Pada, which is more important. Why Tatpurusha Samasa is called as Tatpurusha, we will understand when we go to Tatpurusha Samasa. Why Bahuvrihi Samasa called as Bahuvrihi, we will go. Dvandva Samasa, why it is called as Dvandva, because both are equally important. Dvandva, the word itself means 2. Both are equally important. So these are the 4 types of Samasa. We saw in Tatpurush Samasa, again in Tatpurush and Bahuvrihi Samasa there will be subcategories. In Dvandva also it is there, but only 2 categories, not a huge list is not there. In Tatpurush and Bahuvrihi there will be list of subcategories. Among them in Tatpurusha, very well known are Dvigu Samasa and Karmadhara Samasa. And then there are Vibhakti Tatpurush Samasas also. Vitya Tatpurush, Tritiya Tatpurush, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti Tatpurush, etc. Saptami Tatpurush, all those are also there, which we will see. Now, we have to study these 4 samasas. That is our job now. And we said we are going to start with Dvandva Samasa. Then we will go to Avyayi Bhava, then Tatpurusha, then Bahuvrihi. Dvandva we will do first. Why? It is the simplest form of samasa. No brainer, not much headache is there. Both the words are equally important, both the words will be in same vibhakti, and they are not connected to each other, they both are directly connected to the verb. Like that samasa will be there, which we are going to see. Dvandva Samasa. Simplest form of samasa. Not much we have to think. What do we know about Dvandva Samasa? We said Prayena Ubhaya Padartha Pradhanaha or Sarva Padartha Pradhana. Why this Sarva Padartha Pradhana is added now? Because there is a possibility that in Dvandva Samasa there can be more than 2. More than 2 words are possible to come as one samasa only in Dvandva Samasa. You remember? Dvandva Samasa is an exception for that. That there can be more than 2 words which are combining together at the same time. In all other samasas, 2 words combine at a time. 2 words combine form one samasa. Now that samastapada will combine with something else, that's okay, but again there are 2 words. At a time only 2 pratipadikas, 2 words are combining. But in Dvandva Samasa, there is a possibility of many words combining together at the same time. And therefore, if there are more than 2 words, then Sarva Padartha Pradhana, then all those words have equal importance. All are primary. Therefore, Prayena, generally, Ubhaya Padartha Pradhana, 2 or all words are equally important, all are primary. This is what we know about Dvandva Samasa. If there are 2 words, both words are important. If there are more than 2 words, all of them are important. All of them are equally important, all of them are primary. Example, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughnaha. Gacchanti. So there are 4 words combining together: Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, and all 4 are going. Gacchanti, no, all of them are going means all of them are connected to the verb. So all of them have equal importance, all of them are primary. Another example, Vakpani Padam. Vakpani Padam is a set that has Vak, speech, Pani, hands, Pada, legs. Generally, Karmendriyas are indicated by this Vakpani Padam, one phrase. Karmendriyas, organs of action. Vakpani Padam. Mind you, these are Samastapadas. Samastapada means one word. This is something that we must remember. Earlier also we have seen it many times, but it is important that we understand this. In Sanskrit, a word has to end with a pratyaya. Then only it is called as pada. Pada word has to end with pratyaya. If it does not end with pratyaya, it is not considered as word. You remember definition of padam? Sup tingantam padam. That which ends with sup pratyaya or ting pratyaya. So, suppose you say Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, separate them. So, if I just say Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, etc. Now, please understand, Rama is a pratipadika, not pada. It is a base, not a word. What do you mean it is not a word? It can't be used directly as it is in a sentence unless it is added with some pratyaya. That is why in Sanskrit, when we are writing Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, it is one word. There is no space in between. If at all you have to tell them that, okay, there are these many words, you can say Rama dash Lakshmana dash hyphen you can add Bharata dash Shatrughna. Therefore, you must have seen in Sanskrit, either it is written without gap, or if there is a gap, you don't give space. Why? Space means word is over. One word is over, another word is standing. No, there is no space. There is hyphen. Hyphen means what? Together they form one word. Why are you giving hyphen? For easy comprehension of people who are new. If you see somewhere it is written like this, Rama, Lakshmana, space, it is wrong. Unless this is Sambodhana, Hey Rama, then there is a Vibhakti Pratyaya associated with it. Hey Rama, Hey Lakshmana, that is okay. But otherwise, without Pratyaya, if you see something, that is not a word. In Sanskrit, it is not accepted as a word, and therefore it cannot be used in a verse or in a sentence. Therefore, either one word has to be written continuously without break or with hyphen in between, so that we understand that this is a Samastapada. Samastapada means compound word made up of these 4 words, but it is one word. Compound word is one word. You cannot just simply write Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and then Shatrughna. No, that is wrong. Either you have to join them together or join them together using hyphen. When there is space, there has to be Vibhakti Pratyaya before that. In Avyayas also, there is a Vibhakti Pratyaya which gets dropped. Therefore, it is not seen, but it has to be there. And therefore, we have a separate category of Avyaya. And therefore, Cha, Tu, Eva, these are called as words because there is a Pratyaya added and then the Pratyaya gets dropped, because of the rule of Avyaya. But these are independent words with Pratyaya there. Pratyaya is not seen. Adarshanam lopa. Therefore, lopa happens. But Pratyaya is there. all words in Sanskrit have to end in pratyaya. So the way to write samasta pada is either you put entire thing as one word without any space. If at all you want to show how many individual pratipadikas are involved, you write it like this with hyphen without any space. Rama hyphen Lakshmana hyphen Bharata hyphen Shatrugna. Shatrugnaha. Is this point clear? Is this point clear? Therefore, in many of the texts, etc., also, if there is something like this, please pay attention while typing, etc. Also, while in our mind, no, see, in our regional languages, Rama is an independent word, isn't it? In Hindi, etc., we add vibhaktis sometimes after space also. Ramane, Ramako, Ramki. Sometimes it is added with it, sometimes it is added with space also. In Sanskrit, that is not allowed. In Sanskrit, vibhakti pratyaya has to be joined with it, and since it is a samasta pada, individual vibhakti pratyayas are dropped, made into one pratipadika, one compound, and vibhakti pratyaya is added right at the end, and therefore you cannot write them separately, either together or with hyphen. Clear? Therefore, Rama Lakshmana Bharata Shatrugnaha is one word. Vak Pani Padam, one word. For this Vak Pani Padam, what is the Pratipadika? Pratipadika is Vak Pani Pada. Prathama Ekvachan will become Vak Pani Padam. But Vak Pani Pada, again, suppose you want to show that there are three Pratipadikas combined together to form one Pratipadika, then you need to show it like this. Vak Pani Padam. But again, it is hyphenated word. Hyphen should be there. Is it clear? Is it clear? What happens with this hyphen is, we clearly understand the difference between sandhi and samasa. Let me give you one example. Suppose the word is taccha. Taccha. Now, in explanation, I write tat cha. Tat cha taccha. Stoho shchunashchuhu. This is the sandhi used, because of which takara changes to chakara, and therefore written together as taccha. But the moment I write it tat cha with space in between, it is clear in my head that tat is an independent word, cha is an independent word. They are written together by sandhi as taccha. When I separate it with hyphen, I understand that these are not independent words, but there is one word from here up to here. Why? There is no space in between. So one word. Taccha are two words written together like taccha. So when I separate them, I don't have to add hyphen there. Why? Because hyphen means you are combining it to form one word. Here, tat is independent word. It has got vibhakti pratyaya. Isn't it? Tat sarvanama. Napumsakalinga prathama ekvachan is tat. So vibhakti pratyaya is associated with it. Cha is avyaya. I told you already vibhakti pratyaya is there and lopa has happened. So independent word it is. But here in Vak Pani Padam, Vak is not an independent word. It is part of a compound. Therefore, the entire compound word is either written together, or if for the sake of explanation, for the sake of ease, you want to write it separately, it has to be combined. It has to be joined with hyphen. It has to be joined with hyphen. Necessary thing in Sanskrit. Many people after studying Sanskrit for a long time also make this mistake. They will write separate words. No. Word is separate when there is a vibhakti pratyaya. That itself is called as word. Otherwise it's not a word. And if it is not a word, there cannot be space before and after. Right? So, a compound word is formed when all of the words or pratipadikas involved have equal importance. Then that samasa is called as Dvandva samasa. If two words, then both are important. If there are more than two words, then all are important. That is what is called as Dvandva samasa. Further, Dvandva samasa is added or is created from two words or two or more words. No, they are connected by what? There is a sutra, charthe dvandvaha. Cha arthe dvandvaha. Dvandva samasa happens in the meaning of cha. So, two or more nouns or pronouns with the relationship of cha means and, are combined together. Anekam subantam padam, many subanta words, cha artheva samasyate, when they are combined together in the meaning of cha, saha dvandvaha, that is called as Dvandva samasa. Vedji, what are you trying to say? In the given example, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugnaha, we said there are four pratipadikas which have combined together to form one pratipadika, one samastapada. Correct? What are the four pratipadikas? Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. Four pratipadikas combined together to form one pratipadika, one samastapada, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. And then vibhakti pratyaya is added at the end, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugnaha. Now the question is, these four pratipadikas or nouns are added in what meaning? The meaning is cha. So if I want to separate, do vigraha vakya, explain the samastapada, then I will have to say Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Bharataha cha, Shatrugnaha cha. Meaning of Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugnaha is what? Rama and Lakshmana and Bharata and Shatrugna. Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Bharataha cha, Shatrugnaha cha. Now, for the sake, for us to understand, I have added cha everywhere. You don't have to. This one need not be written. I can just say Ramaha, Lakshmanaha, Bharataha, Shatrugnaha cha. One cha is sufficient because it is understood as one single thing. No? And I told you in Sanskrit, cha comes after the last word of the series. So Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrugna. In English, that and will come before the last word of the sequence. In Sanskrit, cha will come after the last word. So Ramaha, Lakshmanaha, Bharataha, Shatrugna cha. Please note here, while separating them out, I have added vibhakti pratyaya for each one. Ramaha, Lakshmanaha, Bharataha, Shatrugnaha cha. So, four pratipadikas, four nouns are combined together to form one noun in the meaning of and, then that pratipadika or samasa is called Dvandva samasa. Is this point clear? What relationship is there between the words of the samasa? The relationship is that of and. They are connected in the meaning of and. Right? Lord Krishna says, Dvandva samasikasya cha. I am Dvandva among all compounds. Why? Because it is equal to all. Dvandva samasa is equal to all. And Bhagavan is also Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu. In Bhagavad Gita he says Therefore, we are studying Dvandva Samasa first because it is Vibhuti of Bhagavan. It teaches us how to be equal to all, not give more importance to individual pada, but importance to all. Right? So, Dvandva Samasa we are going to see cha arthe dvandvaha. So, let us see in what all meanings cha is used. Cha is a avyaya, which means and. But that and or cha is used in many types. Let us see. First is called samuchchaya. Samuchchaya is to join sentences that have same karta and same kriya. So, same subject and same verb, if there are sentences like that, then those sentences can be combined by using cha. Example, Ishwaram Vandaswa. Tvam Ishwaram Vandaswa. You worship Ishwara. Gurum Vandaswa. Or you salute, not worship, you salute Ishwara, you salute Guru. So, two sentences are there. You salute Ishwara, Lord, you salute Guru. Now what? I am combining these two sentences. Why? Because the subject is also same, verb is also same. So, whom all I need to prostrate, I will join them by using cha. Ishwaram Gurum cha Vandaswa. Okay. I am not talking about samasa, okay. There is no samasa that has happened. I am just showing how cha is used. Where all places cha is used. Okay. First meaning. Second meaning, anvachaya. Anvachaya means to join sentences that have same karta. Kriya is not same. Verb is not same. Subject is same. Means what? Same subject have done two separate things. Example, Bhiksham Ata Gam cha Anaya. You go around for Bhiksha and get cow. So now that person is doing two things. Ata and Anaya. Two verbs are there. So I can make two sentences separate. Tvam Bhiksham Ata, full stop. Tvam Gam Anaya, full stop. Instead of that, I can use cha to combine two verbs. Bhiksham Ata Gam cha Anaya. This is second usage of the word and, cha. Okay, clear? So, in case karta and kriya both are same, then also I can combine using cha. If karta is same, kriyas are different, then those kriyas also I can combine by cha. Third, itaretara. Itaretara meaning, what is this? To join many nouns in relation with the same kriya. Now you see what is happening? Here same karta, here both karta and kriya are same. Now here same karta is not there, kriya is same. Many nouns are there. Example, Ramaha Gayati, Lakshmanaha Gayati, Ramaha Lakshmanaha cha Gayataha. Titaha, Dvivachana is used. Why? Because now two people are singing. Either I can write it as two independent sentences, Ramaha Gayati, Lakshmanaha Gayati. But if I want to combine using cha, combine the kartas using cha, then I need to say Ramaha Lakshmanaha cha Gayataha. This is called itaretara. Meaning of cha in itaretara sambandha. And then comes the fourth usage, samahara. Samahara means to join group of things or group of organs, etc. Example, vak cha, pani cha, padau cha santi. Vak, speech. Pani. Why dirgha? Why dirgha? Because there are two hands. Pani hi pani. Two hands are there. Padau. Two feet. Santi. Now important thing is there are four ways cha can be used, but Dvandva Samasa is possible only in last two cases. Let me give little more explanation of these four. See, what this is saying is subject and verb are same. If subject and verbs are same, then objects are joined together with cha. Okay? In this case, Dvandva samasa is not possible. Second, only verb is same. Sorry. Only subject is same. Verbs are different. Then those verbs are joined together using cha. And whatever is associated with verb, that is anyways getting joined. But basically two sentences are joined together. In this case also Dvandva samasa is not possible. Okay? Now what happens is, verb is same, subjects are joined together. Subjects are joined together with cha. Here Dvandva samasa is possible. Understanding? Or if subjects form a group, if they belong to one group, one category, then also they can be joined together using cha, where again Dvandva samasa is possible. For first two meanings of cha, Dvandva samasa is not happening. For the next two, Dvandva samasa is happening. What does it mean Dvandva samasa will happen? Either I can say Ramaha Lakshmanaha cha gayataha, or I can add Ramaha Lakshmanaha cha into samasa saying Rama Lakshmanau and create a sentence Rama Lakshmanau gayataha. Same way, second one also, samahara also, vak cha, pani cha, padau cha, I can make it into one compound because it is a group. I can make it into a group called vak, pani, padam. Vak, pani, padam. And then verb, asti, whatever verb, bhavati, whatever is there. So, because Dvandva samasa is in the meaning of cha, and because there are out of four meanings of cha, only two places Dvandva samasa is possible, therefore Dvandva samasa is of two types: Itaretara Dvandva and Samahara Dvandva. Next point. Types of Dvandva samasa. First type is Itaretara Dvandva samasa. What is the condition for these two different types? Understand. Itaretara Dvandva samasa, joining of two or more independent nouns that remain as independent entities even without a compound. They are independent, they remain independent. They don't become part of a group. Example, Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Rama Lakshmanau, Yudhishthira cha, Bhima cha, Arjuna cha, Nakula cha, Sahadeva cha, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva. They are forming a compound, but the independent nouns remain independent. Whereas in Samahara Dvandva, it is joining of two or more independent nouns to form one group. Group is called as Samudaya, Samuha or Samahara. Therefore, the Dvandva samasa is called Samahara Dvandva. So, in the compound, they form one group. There are four things in that group, but four of them combine to form one group. Now, the moment there is only one entity, it is always in Napumsakalinga Ekvachana. It is always in Ekavachana. Why? Because it is one entity, it is a group. And because it is group of things, it will always have Napumsakalinga. Maybe the individual words may be in different. lingas, but when they combine to form one group, they are always in napumsakalinga ekvachana. Example, ghataha cha, pataha cha. Ghataha means pot. Pataha means cloth. Tayoho samaharaha, a group of them will be called as ghatapatam. Now ghatapata is one group and therefore it is in napumsakalinga ekvachan. Ghatapatam. Similarly, vak cha, pani cha, padau cha, tayoho samaharaha, one word, vak, pani, padam, one group it has become. Vak, pani, padam. Is it clear? Dvandva samasa happens in the meaning of cha and. Two types of Dvandva samasa, itaretara Dvandva samasa and samahara Dvandva samasa. In itaretara Dvandva samasa, what happens? Individual components remain individual even when they are combined. In samahara Dvandva, what happens? They combine together, individual components combine together to form one group. So now they will act as one single entity, singular entity. Therefore, ghatapatam, vakpani padam, always in napumsakalinga ekvachan. So by looking at the word only, you will know whether it is samahara Dvandva or itaretara Dvandva. Very simple. See here, Rama and Lakshmana, two entities are joining. The result is Rama Lakshmana. It is showing that there are two people. And when there are more than two, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadevaha, there is plural. Which means what? When there is plural, when there is dual, which means they have not become one group. They are independent. Therefore, either dual is used or plural is used. But when two or more entities join together to form singular group, so they will be in singular, it will become samahara Dvandva. Very easy to recognize. Dvandva necessarily has to be between two or more. So if two or more components are coming together, either they should have dvivachana, dual, or bahuvachana, plural. If it is showing ekavachana, then it means that they have become one group. Then it is samahara Dvandva. Is this also clear? Dvandva samasa, two types, itaretara Dvandva and samahara Dvandva. Now, sometimes words can combine in both ways. What do you mean? Sukham cha dukkham cha, sukha dukkham or sukha dukkhe. Ghatapatam or ghatapatau. Understand what is said? So two words are combining together. Sometimes there is a possibility that they can combine in either of the ways. Not all can combine either of the ways. Please understand, Rama, Lakshmana are two independent entities. They cannot become part of one group. Rama, Lakshmanam is not possible. But sometimes certain things are there which can also be taken as itaretara Dvandva samasa or samahara Dvandva samasa. In that case, they will have two forms. One according to itaretara Dvandva samasa and one according to samahara Dvandva samasa. Which one you want to choose, you decide. For example, sukham cha dukkham cha, joy and sorrow. One way of looking at it is joy and sorrow are independent things. They cannot combine together. Then it will be sukha dukkhe. Itaretara Dvandva samasa, sukha dukkhe. Why sukha dukkhe? Sukham, dukkham, napumsakalinga, vanam, vane, dual. So sukham cha dukkham cha, sukha dukkhe, sukha and dukkha. Joy and sorrow. But suppose you say that no, actually sukha dukkha is one group. Group of what? Group of opposites. If that is another meaning, then it will be sukha dukkham. I am saying both are possible. Which one will be used? That depends on the author. Technically, both compounds are possible. You will see in Bhagavad Gita, only this is used. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo. Sukha dukkhe, sukha dukkhe, sukha dukkhe. They will use it as iterator dvandva samasa only. No problem. Technically, other one is possible. Same way, ghatapatam. Either ghatapatam or iterator dvandva also same. Ghatahacha patahacha ghatapatau. Suppose I want to say that there are independent things. Pot is there, cloth is there. Pot and cloth, ghatapatau. But suppose I say that no, it is a group. What is the group indicating? The ghatapata group is indicating all inert objects. Ghatapata is like Tom, Dick and Harry. We say no in English, Tom, Dick and Harry. Tom, Dick and Harry means it covers all kinds of people. It can be anybody. So similarly, ghatapatam means a group of inert objects. Ghatapatau means individual pot and individual cloth. I am only talking about ghata and pata. I am not talking about the entire group. Is it clear? So, itaretara dvandva samasa and samahara dvandva samasa. Alright? I am tempted to go forward, but it will become too much. Next topic is little heavy also. So, we will go to that in the next session. So far, please understand what is dvandva samasa, how dvandva samasa happens, why dvandva samasa happens, what are the different meanings of cha, in which meanings dvandva samasa will happen and in which meanings it will not happen. In only two meanings it happens, itaretara and samahara meaning. Itaretara means independent words remain independent. Though they form one word, but they don't become one. They become one word, but they don't become one group. Whereas if they become one group, then it is samahara dvandva, and then that group, because it is becoming one group, it will come to napumsakalinga ekavachana. Whereas here they will remain dvivachana or bahuvachana depending on how many words are combining. And linga also will not change. This is because gatapatau correct only na. Pullinga no. Therefore dvivachana is like this. Sukha dukkhe napumsakalinga, then it will be sukha dukkhe. Clear? In the next session we will see how to do itaretara dvandva samasa. What are all the things that I need to understand? One of the important things here, because there are 4 or 5 or more objects you are combining, in which sequence should they be combined? Ghata should come first or pata should come first? Rama should come first, or why not Lakshmana Rama? Why Rama Lakshmana only? There are rules governing all that, which we will see in the next session. Alright. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.